What's up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Keto Cooking Live. How you guys doing? Oh man, I hope you're hungry. I'm hungry. I'm making something scrumptious today. I'm making my ultimate keto breakfast, okay? I get a lot of questions from people about what to eat for breakfast, and you know, most of my clients and most people that do keto usually intermittent fast or skip breakfast altogether. They might drink water, seltzer, coffee, or tea because you're often not that hungry, right? But sometimes people want something that's breakfast-y and it's really gonna feed their soul. So I was thinking about my sister. I was talking to her today, and my sister's favorite meal is brunch. Like any day of the week is brunch, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys what I do for a quick breakfast. Now, the beautiful thing about this breakfast brunch item is that you can buy the ingredients for it, of course, but you can also put it together with a little bit of extra pieces of this and that you have left over. And so that's what we're gonna do, all right? So we're making our ultimate keto breakfast brunch. And if you like breakfast, if you like brunch, if you like keto, if you breathe, please give us a like and share it with your friends, all right? Share so they can watch right now and see how we're gonna get down, all right? So let's get into it. Now, this dish has chicken, all right? This dish has chicken, but it can be made vegetarian, okay? You can just omit the chicken or whatever meat you would substitute according to the recipe. And if you don't have eggs, if you don't eat eggs, if you're vegetarian, you don't eat eggs, or you're vegan, you can omit that too. And speaking of vegetarians, today I'm wearing this cool shirt from this amazing artist. Oh man, this kid is mind blowing. You have to go on YouTube, all right? Let's pause Keto Cooking Live for a second. You have to go on YouTube when you're done here, and check out this kid, Human the Artist, all right? And when you see his video, all of the videography, all the cinematography is done by him. This is mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing, okay? So check that out, Human the Artist. But now we return to Keto Cooking Live, all right? Happy Tuesday. We're making the ultimate keto breakfast brunch, and you can do it with a bunch of leftover scraps, okay? So you don't have to use all of the ingredients in the recipe, and you can substitute some other ingredients. Like I didn't include Brussels sprouts, but if I have Brussels sprouts, I might throw Brussels sprouts in there, okay? Instead, I'm gonna use some kale for that nice, you know, delicious green herbaceous crunch, okay? So let's get into it. Now I got some red onion today, but sometimes I use shallot. I tell you, shallot is one of those chef secrets that we use to make things taste good, all right? So, and again, there's a recipe down below, but you know, recipes are just a guide. You have to use your own senses when cooking. So I'm only cooking for myself, so I don't need all of this the onion, just a little bit. All right. Get in the bowl. Fix my cutting board here so I don't have an accident live. Now, when I'm doing a hash or sauteing veggies, you want to add a bunch of aromatic vegetables and spices, okay? Because that's how you're going to get flavor. And if you've been watching me, another chef tip is that we're going to start with our you see I can't even talk, our aromatics in our olive oil cold and then heat it up, okay? And what that's gonna do is that we're gonna extract all of the flavor into the oil, all right? So there's not gonna be no basic chick hash, okay? So we're gonna cut up dice up the garlic nice and small. Let's add that to the onion. And now, the ginger, all right? Hey Shayna, how you doing? Miss your girl. How's Gary? How's the little man? I'm gonna have to come over there and cook for you, all right? and you have to come to my fit camp on Saturday. We can get sweaty right there in Van Cortlandt, 240th Van Cortlandt Park South and Broadway. I love you. Now, back to Keto Cooking Live. We're making this delicious, ultimate keto breakfast and brunch, okay? And if you like breakfast, if you like brunch, like I said before, if you breathe, if you're watching this, okay, share this with your friends, all right? Spread the love, because everybody can use this in their belly. So now, I got some ginger, some garlic, and some red onions or shallots, okay? And that's gonna be our base of aromatics. I'm actually gonna get that cooking while let's slide to the left. Well, that's your left, but my right. I'm gonna get you cooking while I cook everything else, because this is gonna be like a real organic kind of process. You know what I mean? That's how we're gonna take it. So if I was the pan, where would I be? Okay, I would be over here. That's nice. So I always think I'm prepared, but you know, you heard the old adage, you can never be too prepared. So I'm gonna start my aromatics, the onion, the garlic, and the ginger with cold olive oil. Okay, how much olive oil? This is keto. We don't worry about that as long as healthy fats. Okay, so but you want enough to coat the bottom of the pan, because we're gonna add more veggies in here, so that olive oil is gonna go to work. Don't you worry. All right, and of course we always season in stages, so a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Now, while that's heating up, and it's gonna come together quickly because I got a butane burn over here. So people always ask me, hey, how long do I cook this for? It depends. Okay, the answer is always it depends. It depends on the power of your stove, how many BTUs you have, on the altitude, on the humidity. It depends on so many things. So what you want to do is cook this for about 3 to 5 minutes on medium-high heat until your veggies are nice and softened and translucent, but not burnt. Okay, you don't want to burn the garlic, you don't want to burn the ginger or the onions. All right, there are some recipes that require that you burn your aromatics, but this is not one of them. Okay, so let's get some fire there. I'm gonna get a little bit more of this red bell pepper. Woo, it's gonna be sweet. And like I said, I'm using some leftover chicken that I have. I've done this with leftover steak. I've done this with leftover duck. Oh yeah, my favorite bird. Okay. Oh, this is already starting to smell good. Smell that. Smell that. Look at this. Look at what's going on in here. I need better lighting. Gotta work on that. Look what's going on in here. Look at this, baby. Look at this. Are you seeing what's going on over here? All right. It's love. Okay. It's love. It's love in this pan. All right. I'm gonna switch the camera around in a second, but for now, I'm gonna keep preparing my veggies. So I got some red bell peppers going there. I'm gonna get some mushroom. All right. Woo. And again, you can use leftover pieces of veggies that you have. Sometimes you have like a little piece of zucchini, a little piece of cauliflower, and you're like, what do I do with this? You know, well, you can eat it raw. That's one. But you could just make a nice little veggie hash like this, okay? And be a superstar. Now, I'm gonna go with my mushroom and the bell pepper. Now, when you add mushrooms into a pan, very important, you do not want to season this with salt right away. Mushrooms are mostly water, okay? And so they start to release their water and you start stewing, and you're not going to be sauteing, okay? So you want to let this cook first, and after it's cooked and sauteed for a few minutes, then you want to add salt, okay? So also, mushrooms absorb a lot of oil. They're great for keto, okay? Not only are they a keto-friendly vegetable, but they suck up all of that healthy olive oil. So you're definitely gonna have a fat infusion, all right? And that's what we want. So now, while that's working, a little bit of zucchini and yellow squash because I like to cook with like a box of raisins, you know? I mean a box of crayons. You need color in there, okay? You need color. Brighten things up. So now, if you're just joining, welcome to Keto Cooking Live. Happy Tuesday. We're making the ultimate keto breakfast brunch dish, okay? And it's basically something you can make with a bunch of leftovers too. A bunch of leftover vegetables, you know, meat. It could be sausage, it could be duck, it could be chicken, okay? Or if you're vegetarian, like I said before, like my buddy, Human the Artist, check him out on YouTube, then you would omit the animal, okay? But look at this, baby. Now, woo, I'm adding in here. Let me flip this camera around. How about that? Woo, look at that. You see my salsa in the background? I gotta stay hydrated. All right? I know everyone wants to make sure I'm a chef. So, I'm not just any chef, Daddy. Now, some salt, some pepper. Woo! Is it worth it? Let me work it. That's smelling so good. I got some extra leftover cauliflower, right? So I'm gonna cut that up. Oh man, this smells so good in here. I really shouldn't be alone right now. But hey, just time and distance. So now I'm gonna hit it with the cauliflower. And like I said, if you're vegetarian or vegan, right here, this is gonna be the ultimate vegetarian or vegan foodgasm, okay? So if you know someone who's vegetarian or vegan, say, hey, ignore the chicken, and again, a little bit of salt. It might look like a lot through the magic of TV, but it's just a little bit of salt, I promise you. Hey there, how you doing, Miss Mercy? Miss you, love. Now, when you're done with this, you can go check out my friend, Human the Artist, and his amazing music on YouTube, and his amazing video which he shot and edited and did everything himself from scratch. That's what you call artistry right there. Now this right here, woo! Smelling good. I got some kale, some nice green, bright, herbaceous kale. If you watched me before, you know the grass is always greener on my side. So, I'm gonna slice this nice and thinly. Woo! And you can use the stems or you can omit the stem. They have a bunch of flavor and nutrients, you know, and they add a nice crunch. I like texture. So, again, we're always seasoning in stages, okay? So a little bit of salt, all right? And here at this point, a lot of the moisture from the vegetables, a lot of the oil has been sucked up by the vegetables and the mushrooms. So you want to check if you need to add some more oil, but you don't have to rush into it. Let's see this, all right? Enough of my face. Look at this, all right? Look at that. Some of you don't want to put that in your mouth. Woo! So, come on. So we're gonna let this cook down for just a couple of minutes, a minute or two, and all you want to do is, yeah, that needs a little bit of oil because, like I said, oil is a conduit for heat. So if you don't have any cooking, if you don't hear that sizzle, all right, it's like love, okay? If you don't hear that sizzle, it ain't right. So this right here is, oh my goodness. Oh, I almost forgot. My piece of chicken. Woo! I wish I had duck, because duck is my favorite bird. And speaking of duck, I have another dope announcement. Alright? And I'm going to be sharing this content soon. But on Friday the 13th, alright? Friday the 13th, next month, September, is going to be a real scary night. The BCA Global 15th Annual Food and Wine Experience at Gustavino's on East 59th Street. Your boy's one of the chefs in the building. And it's going to be freaky. I'm going to be sharing information about that. Tickets. You want to look cute too, alright? You want to look cute, because I'm going to be there. Now, this smells so good. The chicken is heating through. The kale is wilted. There's some color on the cauliflower. Oh. Oh man, oh man. Alright, let's put you to the side. Now, what's gonna happen here, I actually did a live. I don't even remember if this was on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, but I did a live a while back, and I think I made a burger, all right, the ultimate burger. And then at the end, I didn't charge my device properly. At the end, when I decided to top off my burger with an egg, and in doing so, I cooked the egg, and the damn video finished. All right, so today I'm gonna show you guys how to make the perfect Dominican egg. All right, and what makes it Dominican? I'll tell you what makes it Dominican. We like the edges brown and crispy, and the center soft and runny. Okay, that's what makes it Dominican. All right, I'm gonna repeat that for you. A Dominican egg is brown and crispy on the outside and a soft, runny center. Okay, so if you're just joining us, thank you. All right, thank you for tuning in. Let me show you what's happening over here. All right, let me show you what's happening, because we've been having fun. All right, so look at my pan. Woo, you see this? We've got here a chicken and vegetable hash. We started off in a cold pan with red onions, ginger, and garlic. We heated that up with olive oil. We start with cold, and that way we extract all the flavor. Then we added bell peppers and mushrooms. We didn't add salt because the salt draws out the moisture from the mushrooms, and we don't want to stew it. We want to saute. And then we added cauliflower. And then we added kale. And then we added leftover cooked chicken. You see where I'm going with this? Man. So now I'm gonna show you how to make the perfect Dominican egg. All right? I feel like I need some elevation over here on my pan. Don't try this at home. Don't be lifting machinery when it's on fire, okay? I'm a trained professional. I'm trained at least. Okay? So, I got my pan here, and I want my pan medium hot. I want it also lightly smoking. Now, another important chef tip, okay? When working with eggs, you want to get your eggs out in advance and let them come to room temperature. This is going to give you better, even cooking, all right? A lot of times people cold eggs, cold food into a pan, and that just brings down the heat of your pan. And you don't want to do that, okay? You want to let your meats, you want to let your proteins come out 5, 10, 15 minutes before you're going to put them into your pan. Let them come to room temperature. It's going to make more uniform, even cooking. And your meat won't be dried out on the outside while still undercooked on the inside, okay? That's how we make things taste so delicious and succulent and juicy, all right? So, that's another chef tip for today. But now, these Dominican fried eggs, because I'm hungry, okay? I'm hungry. So I got my pan. It's lightly smoking. You can't see it, but I can feel it. And I would recommend cracking your eggs into a bowl first, just in case you get any shell in there. But I'm going to show off because I'm a chef, right? And I'm going to crack the egg. Woo, baby, you hear that? If you don't hear that sizzle, If you don't hear that sizzle, you're not making Dominican eggs, all right? You're not making Dominican fried eggs, okay? It's got to sizzle. Now, oh, in my eye. Sorry. Let me show you what that looks like, okay? All right. Now, when you put proteins into a pan, you don't want to move your protein, okay? You only want to move the pan and let it get underneath, all right? Now, I got to put the phone down. You'll excuse me because this is a two-hander, all right? But basically what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to baste the egg with the hot oil, all right? I'm going to baste the top of the egg with the hot oil. I'm not going to flip this egg over, all right? The edges are getting brown and crispy. The middle is nice and runny. And I'm getting extremely excited, all right? If I do say so myself. So now let me try to get this out of my pan without breaking the yolk. Ah! See, I'm really cooking live here. All right, so let me shut this off for a second because it's about to embarrass me in front of all of y'all. All right? Let me get my hash over here, all right? Look at what's happening here. Let me get my hash over here. I got my tongs, all right? Let me get some of that on my plate. And then my egg is acting up, but that's okay. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Oh man, oh man. I'm gonna make another egg in the background while this one cools off. Because that ain't enough. Woo. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm really live, okay? So, look at this right here, all right? Oh, I'm excited. A little bit of salt on the egg, a little bit of pepper, all right? Because that's how I like it. And because it's keto, I'm gonna finish it with a little bit of a extra virgin olive oil, all right? That's what I like to do. Woo! I'm so excited right now. I can't even put it into words, all right? And keep this a family show. But I got my silverware. If you ever invite me to your house, please, whatever silverware you use, like the silverware that comes to serve the salad, that's what I eat with. I'm a manly man. But it's not just that. You know, people tease me. People used to tease me for having big silverware. And I didn't know why I used to do that. And then one time I saw my mom feeding my niece. My mom was feeding my niece. Now she's a grown woman. She's in her 20s. But she was feeding my niece when she was a baby. And she stuffs this like regular dough-sized spoon full of food in her mouth. Like, oh, here, choke on this. And I was like, oh my goodness. My mom is going to kill Amanda. But no, lo and behold, Amanda shouted down the food and came back for more. So I guess that's where I get it from. I got a pan over here in the back, so I got to be mindful. All right? But I definitely need to get another egg cooking because, woo! I shouldn't be alone right now. But now, I digress. Here we got it. First, thank you so much for joining. If you just joined and you missed it earlier, I said this is our chicken and veggie ultimate breakfast brunch keto dish, okay? But you can make it vegetarian, all right? Like my friend, Human the Artist. Go check him out on YouTube, all right? And remember, like I said, the videography, the cinematography, all of that is done by him. That's true artistry. This right here that I'm doing, that like I tell people all the time, like, oh, you a chef? I can fry eggs, okay? I can fry an egg. But that kid right there, he's special. So, gotta watch my other egg. Now, to recap, you can use whatever veggies you have, okay? But you want to start with some aromatics, some onions, some shallots, okay? Some garlic, some ginger. Then add peppers, onions, whatever kind of peppers you like. Jalapeno peppers, yellow bell peppers, whatever. Some mushrooms if you like mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, a cabbage. I use kale today for that nice crunch. And I'm watching my egg over here because I love you, girl. I love you. Because it's going down. But let me show you what this looks like. Now, my egg is a little bit over, which is why I need to make another one. But this would be nice and runny. The edges are nice and crispy. I know some chefs will frown upon that, but I get it from my mama. Okay. Now look at that. I got cauliflower. I got chicken. I got kale. I got onions, ginger, garlic, mushrooms, bell peppers, zucchini, yellow squash. How can I forget? The yin and the yang. My tongue is my instrument. I can't just be putting hot food in my mouth like that. Amazing. Giving your best to me. Woo! Amazing. Listen. That right there is witchcraft. All right? And this right here is the perfect Dominican egg. If you're just joining me, you heard me say that my sister's favorite dish is brunch. I told her to tune in and watch. She's gonna be mad that she's not here. Look at that. Look at this. I gotta put the camera on this. Look at this right here. You seeing that? That right there. That's how you do it. Oh my goodness, no puedo contigo. So, listen guys, I don't know why I always do this to myself. First of all, thank you so much for tuning in. This right here, oh my goodness, that pop of fresh ginger, I'm about that life. Wow. So, thank you so much for tuning in. That right there is visceral. Okay? I don't know if I would give this to children. But this right here, if you make it to breakfast, this is the perfect morning after walk of shame dish. Because if you make this, oh my goodness. But anyway, I digress. This is great for brunch. You know, you can have it with a glass of champagne or a rosé, because dry wines only have about 5 grams of carbs per dish. Per glass. And this right here has 0 carbs. This is keto AF. Keto AF. Okay? Healthy fats, extra virgin olive oil, cruciferous vegetables, okay? A bunch of prebiotics and just good stuff for the soul. This is like everything. People are like, oh, what I eat for breakfast? I tell them, just omit the carbs. And they're like, okay, well, what I eat? Vegetables and eggs, bacon, chicken, whatever you like, avocado. Oh my goodness, if I put avocado on this, it really won't be appropriate. Listen guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This right here. All right, you're done with me. Go to YouTube. Tune into my boy, Human the Artist. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you next week on some platform. But I appreciate your tuning in, your loyalty. I love you guys so much. Peace. Now, how do I end this? Yo soy un bruto.